$25,000 in 1 month day trading stocks. That's what happened with a member. They were kind enough to reach out to me and then email me in the documentation showing what happened. And I just want to make my observations about it because there are a lot of great little learning lessons within here that you can use as a trader. And this is whether or not you're a beginner trader and just getting started in the markets, or maybe you have lots of experience in the markets. And even if you're not struggling as a trader, I think these are things that serve as great reminders just to always be keeping in mind so that we can be as clear focused as possible as traders, which if you have traded before, you know just how important it is to keep our mind as sharp as possible. So the first thing I'm gonna do here is just break down this email that I got and take it part by part, because each part I think reveals a little observation and a learning lesson that, like I said, pertains to us as traders. So at the top, you can see the name of the email is Back in the Saddle. Clay, I've had a bit more time on my hands recently, so I started trading again. Now, maybe this doesn't seem like much, but what it does really illustrate is that trading is a skill. Meaning, once you have this skill, you can pick it up whenever you want. Now, is it exactly like riding a bike where once you learn how to ride a bike, you just pick up a bike and everything's flawless right away? It's not quite like that, so I don't want to come across in that manner. But it is one of those things where once you do truly have the knowledge to trade, have a strategy, have a system, it is a skill that you can carry with you, just like a plumber, an electrician, a tool and die maker. Any sort of trade out there is a skill that you can go back to. And sure, of course, maybe you need to refresh a few things and start slow, start small. But it is a skill that you can walk away from for a bit. If time comes back up and you get more time, well then, hey, you can go right back to it. And this member, Curtis, he's a hustler, he's a grinder, he has multiple streams of income. So this is totally just a side hustle for him. This is not some sort of full-time gig. So this is why when he says, he had some more time free up, because he's got all sorts of other stuff going on. But yeah, once you truly learn how to trade, it becomes a skill. So now on the screen here, you can see the actual order from when Curtis invested into my educational program. And the idea here was I was curious, how long has he been a member? I know he's been a member for a while, but I can't even remember because it seems like it's been so long. So I ran his email address through our customer service database, and you can see right there that he invested into the program back on May 4th of 2014. Observation number 2, it takes time. What takes time? Well, trading takes time. Number 1, sure, it's a skill. And I get it, the easy sales pitch, the great thing to say is, and the skill just takes 2 weeks to discover, 2 weeks to figure out. Listen, you invest into my program, you'll have this skill in 30 days. Oh, wow, such an easy sales pitch. But no, that's not quite how it works. Now, am I saying that it's taking Curtis, let's see, what's the math on that? 2014 to 2020. Now, am I saying it's taking Curtis 6 years? I'm not saying that. I'm just saying he's been around a long time, out there doing his thing. But this whole trading stuff, it does. It'll take time. It'll take effort. But I just want you to realize, and obviously if you have experience, you already know this, but if you're a beginner and just getting started in the markets, please just realize it's not going to happen overnight. So if for you've been in the market for a few weeks or a couple months and you're still struggling, that's totally fine. That's totally normal. It's not that you're too stupid. It's not that you're not working hard enough. It's not that you're just not cut out to be a trader. It's just stuff takes time, okay? Trading to develop as a skill takes time. Simple as that. Now, the next part of the email here, Curtis says, it hasn't been smooth sailing as the red days were all green until trading earnings after hours, something I'm clearly not good at. Now, I had 2 observations with this comment. First off is self-awareness. They're very aware that, you know what? They have a weak spot. What is that weak spot? Well, earnings. They're just not very good at trading earnings. And like I said, twofold. By being self-aware, they've acknowledged a weak spot. Their weak spot being earnings. So point here being, I don't care how good of a trader you are, and Curtis is a fantastic trader. I mean, $25,000 in 1 month, and I'll post his results here in just a second, and they'll be down below the video too, assuming you're watching this at claytrader.com. But point here being, he's a great trader. But you know what? As good of a trader as you may be and may become, or maybe you already are, weak spots are gonna always exist. Maybe you're watching this saying, oh man, my bread and butter are earnings. And that's good for you. But I bet you have a weak spot in the market that Curtis may very well be really good at. And that's why there's no one size fits all strategy. Everybody's a little different. Everybody has different personal risk tolerances. And there's just little things out there that make us different. So Curtis, like I said, to his own admission, because again, he's self-aware, is not good at trading earnings. That's his weak spot. No shame there, but at least he's aware of it. So after he admits to not being good at earnings, he says, going forward, I'll call my broker when I'm done for the day and have them zero out my buying power for the rest of the day. Should be an easy fix to save me from myself. And the final observation here is that, once again, self-awareness, sure, but the observation being, did you notice what being self-aware about his weak spot has now led to? Problem solving. He has solved the issue. He is just going to talk with his broker and say, listen, zero it out. You know, when they say zero out the buying power, that just means he can't trade anymore. And that's also a little kind of side note here. That's a benefit of when you're working with smaller brokers. He uses Lightspeed, same broker as I do. But that's one of those things where now if it's E-Trade or Schwab or Robinhood or something like that, I'm not speaking, so I could be wrong here, but I don't think you can really call them up and be like, hey, zero out my buying power. But when you get more of the smaller kind of mom and pop type brokers, then that is definitely much more possible. But that's awesome. He has solved his problem. And I love how his little sense, I need to just save myself from myself. And he can do that by, like I said, just talking to his broker and having the broker essentially say, all right, you just can't trade anymore for the remainder of the day. But again, how did he get to that point? Because he was self-aware. He didn't blame anybody else. He didn't come up with some sort of excuse. He didn't play the victim card. He didn't say, oh, it's all rigged against me. No, he was literally like, no, I'm not good at earnings. I'm not good at all. That's a weak spot. So how can I defend myself against, in his words, myself? Well, by being self-aware, he was able to solve that problem. And that's powerful. Like I said, if you want to see how the month breaks down, we'll put this image up on the screen right now and you can see it. It's hard to see, but that's kind of the way the formatting works. And, beggars can't be choosers. Curtis was kind enough to share this stuff. So I'm not going to sit here and be like, well, could you, no, I'm not going to do that. Now, if you do go to my site at claytrader.com, I'll put the image down below so you can hopefully click on it and make it a little bit bigger. But you'll notice, yeah, there's the losing days there's one that's like $9,000 loss. And remember, think back to his email. Those were actually green days also, but because he's just not good at earnings, boom, got punched in the face, but ultimately he did walk away with $25,000 on the day. So well done, Curtis. Thank you for sharing, because this is what it's all about right here. Those are some very practical things that you need to realize, you need to understand. Maybe, like I said, for those of you experienced, you need to be reminded of. So whether you're new and just getting started and you're a beginner as a day trader, or you have lots of experience, keep all these lessons and observations in mind. And who knows, maybe you saw some other observations. Leave those out. Actually, leave those in the comment section below. Did you observe anything else that you think is a learning lesson? I'm not proclaiming these are the only 5 that were there, but maybe I missed something, so I'd love to hear that down in the comment section below. Also, if you enjoyed the video, if you'd like for me to make more videos like this where I talk about members and other people and their results, then hit that like button. That's an easy way to communicate that to me. And also let me know that down in the comment section. And then finally, I'd encourage you, please check out the channel as a whole. Lots of other content, and hopefully you decide to hit that subscribe button and become a member. Thanks for hanging out. First off, thanks so much for watching the entire video. Real quick, before you go, I want to invite you to a live webinar, web class, training, workshop, online event, whatever you want to call it, but it will be me live revealing to you what I've discovered that has allowed me to transform myself from being an employee to being my own boss, including how I had only one losing day out of 73 days in total. I'm going to cover 3 keys that have helped me unlock profitable consistency within the markets. The first key is super weird, but in a productive type of way. The second key is super awesome because it quite literally is wired into our DNA as humans, making it very easy to use. But in a cruel way, this becomes a pitfall for many traders. I'll explain it all though, including how to avoid the pitfall that it creates for some. And yeah, the third key, when you hear it, sounds way too good to be true, but it's not, and I'll show you how it all works. Then at the end, I open it up for a question and answer session that is, again, totally live. Even if you can't make the live session, please still sign up as it will be recorded, and you can go back and watch the replay that I will send you. Click the image on the screen or click the link down in the description box so you can get the date and time and claim your spot, which I should note is limited due to the fact that this truly is a live event. If you have any questions, let me know. If not, I'll be seeing you soon.